but you'll understand why.
So well, there's a lot to get through. Obviously, there's bits and pieces I want to talk to you about from the round, footy, golf, and your 3 vote-giving categories, which you'll explain more about when we get there. But we're doing our the VFL. It's VFL membership day here on SEN today, and the VFL wouldn't be what it is obviously without the VFA
and the history of the whole thing.
Exactly. Now you played VFA footy for Camberwell before you went to the Hawks and kicked off your VFL AFL career.
Yep.
My favourite VFA player, and I'll talk more about that when we get the lines open a bit later on, was an undersized full forward at the Camberwell Footy Club called Gary Hammond.
Gary Happy Hammond.
What can you played alongside him? Tell me.
Well, I was a forward pocket. So when I played at Camberwell, my 1 year in the seniors, I was a second rover.
Yep.
So forward pocket, second rover. So I sat next to Happy the whole time. The only problem with being a crumbing forward pocket rover when you got a bloke like Happy Hammond.
Ball never hits the ground.
Didn't hit the ground. Ridiculous. So had the fortune to play, for a long time, in the main league.
Yep.
The most exciting player that I ever played with was Gary Hammond.
But now you played with some of the all-time greats of the Hawthorn Footy Club. Peter Knights.
Gary Hammond was a better mark than Peter Knights.
Can you just say that again, please?
Gary Hammond was a better mark, more spectacular mark than Peter Knights. And Peter Knights is comfortably the most spectacular mark that I've seen in my time in AFL footy.
I grew up
with Jeremy Howe.
Yeah. I grew up across the road from a block away from the Camberwell Footy Ground, so that was where I went. I used to go and watch the seconds play on Saturdays. We go on the road, but Sunday afternoon watching the ones was just it was appointment. That's just what you did growing up in the area. He would take anywhere between 2 to 6 hangers, sit on blokes' shoulders, hangers,
absolutely,
a week. And then he kicked, my recollection is he kicked a lot of sort of flat kind of torps into those old palm trees that used to be down behind the goals at the members' end of the Camberwell Footy Ground.
I was just worried about him getting up in the air.
How good was he?
Look, he was the most magnificent aerialist of all time. And people sort of say, why didn't he make it? He was tiny.
Too small.
He's just really small, but boy, oh boy, was he spectacular. And he was kicking, I think my year there, he kicked 130, 140 goals, somewhere around that sort of mark. So he's kicking just bags and bags of goals.
162 games he played for Camberwell, 698 goals he kicked. And wasn't the VFA fantastic for the glamour full forward? Yeah. For years, it was, you go back to my, Frosty Miller and Fred Cook. They're my early memories. But then right through the years, every team had a gun full forward.
When you talk about glamour, I think he was the most glamorous because, he had the blonde locks.
Like Bjorn Borg.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, he was surfy sort of look about him. He was so slight.
Yep.
Everyone loved him. The boys loved him. The girls loved him. Everyone loved him. If you are going to speak to him at any stage, ask him about his music career.
Well, we're going to play. He's got this song called "No More Money" or "Money's Run Out" or something or other that we just saw on YouTube before. It's really good.
Well, sort of back, I don't do Facebook anymore and that sort of stuff. But back when I was, when it first came out and I was doing it, I ended up following him up and going down to one of his gigs and catching up with him again and sort of seeing him play.
Fantastic.
He's a ripper.
Well, just before we get stuck into the serious stuff, here's a little bit of Gary Hammond these days strumming the guitar.
But here's the thing. We're nearly out of money. Although we're working all the time. We're nearly out of money. What a crime.
There you go. There's a little bit of it.
I can tell you, when I went down to hear him play and I was talking to people and I started sort of saying, this guy is one of the best footballers you'll ever see. People go, you're insane.
Have a look at him. He's a legend. And I can't wait. When we get there, we're just going to throw the lines open for as long as we can.
When's that going to be on?